Today is the September 21st, 2021 meeting of the Easton Zoning Board of Appeals. The first matter on for this evening, comprehensive permit number 21-10 for Blackledge LLC. The applicant notified us earlier today that he is requesting and has requested a continuance to our next meeting in order to provide with us with additional engineering information and also allow our
peer review
engineer. Yeah, I was trying to think of, blanked on it, to peer review the work. So hopefully that we'll get that in time and get the ball rolling on that. So our next hearing is going to be October 26th. I have that right, Suzanne, correct?
Correct. October
Okay.
26th.
If somebody would like to make a motion to continue
question first.
comprehensive permit 21-10 to October 26th at...
Question,
Yes, sir.
are these days excluded from the decision-making process because they are requesting the continuance?
No,
Okay,
no, technically no. You know, if and as I said at the last hearing, if and when we get to that point, we're going to have to talk about doing. We can agree with the applicant, and the applicant can agree with us by to grant an extension. If and when the time comes, if the applicant has not met the time frame and doesn't want an extension, then we vote based upon the information we've got.
okay. So I move that we continue to the October 26th meeting at the request of the applicant.
At 6:35. We have
Yes,
a matter.
6:35.
We have a special permit hearing on that evening already at 6:30.
Seconded.
Who was that? Tim?
Tim.
Yep.
All right. Motion made by Mr. Merlin, seconded by Tim McCall. All those in favor? Steve?
Yes,
Tim?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
And I vote to continue as well. As for the remainder, so we talked about the October meeting, so that's fine. Does somebody want to make a motion to approve the minutes from the August 24th meeting?
Correct.
I'll move to approve the minutes from the August 24 meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Curran. Seconded
I will-
by?
I will second.
Seconded by Mr. Cook. All those in favor? John?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Steve?
yes.
And I will vote to approve them as well. Does anybody, Steve, you got a question? I was going to say.
I
is
have
anybody-
a question. Early afternoon, you got an email, or early, late morning, Suzanne sent an email that they were going to upload stuff for tonight's meeting originally.
Yep.
So I think that we should have a discussion, not tonight, because it's not on the agenda, about whether there should be like a 24-hour rule. That if people want us to consider things, we have to have them by 6:30 the day of the evening. We can waive that if we want. So if someone wants to send us a simple plan, moving a fence 3 feet, it's one thing. But if they're gonna, something like this, where presumably the documents are gonna be comprehensive, it's not fair that they should send them to us at noontime the day of the meeting while everyone's working and expect us to see them. So I'm just throwing that out there for a discussion, not October 26th, but maybe the meeting afterwards or something.
Yep, I don't disagree with you, Steve. I mean, and it's not that I think that there is a, any bad faith behind it, but, I want to make sure these meetings are productive. And quite honestly, if we were going forward with the hearing tonight, I don't think it would have been productive under the circumstances necessarily if everybody didn't have an opportunity to look at everything ahead of time. And I agree. Yeah, there's very, very rarely days when stuff comes in the day of a hearing that I
Right.
get a chance to look at it before the hearing. But Stephanie, you had something you wanted to?
Yes, I think in all fairness to the board, 24 hours still isn't adequate time. The planning board requires new materials to be submitted no later than the Wednesday before their Monday meeting.
Yep. Yep. I don't disagree. I mean, we don't have any formal requirement right now, and I certainly think, to Steve's point, if you're looking to move a fence, we can probably come up with a reasonable review and discussion on the fly in most instances, but on a comprehensive permit like this, I agree that there's, we need to have it. We need to have things peer reviewed. We need to have, an opportunity to have questions formulated. It's too difficult while we're on the fly trying to come up with, realistic and important questions.
Well, is there any reason why we can't put this item on the agenda for the next meeting?
No. Suzanne, let's put it on the agenda for the next meeting.
Correct. Let's do that.
I only ask because if this happens day of the October meeting, we're just that much further behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, I think he was close, and I think that was, because it was so late to this meeting was the reason for the request for the continuance. I do expect that there will be significant work done between now and then, and Woodard and Curran will have a chance to, hopefully peer review at least, if not final, close to final plans by then. So that's my expectation. Stephanie?
I would agree with that.
Okay. All right. Anything else from anybody?
Motion to adjourn if there's nothing else.
I don't have anything, so not seeing anybody with anything else to ask or discuss.
I second the motion.
Okay, motion made by Mr. Merlin to adjourn, seconded by Mr. Cook. All those in favor, Steve?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
And I will vote to adjourn as well. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll see you in a month.
Good night.
All righty.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.